Hey everyone, and welcome back to another episode on the Minecraft world. Today we're starting off by clearing a bunch of rivers, and that is because I want to do a squid farm in today's episode. I figured it would be interesting because I haven't actually made a squid farm ever before in this game, so I guess this is the first time for everything, and my first time for building a squid farm is going to be in today's episode. But anyway, I think I'm just going to let the rest of the time-lapse play, and I'll see you after that. Alright, so here we are, and look at this place here. This is absolutely insane. Now, I decided to go with, doing some crazy patterns here because I thought it would look cool, and I kind of am tempted to keep it. I don't remember seeing that. Uh-oh. Looks like I missed a spot. I might have to come back for that, but that's alright. So, yeah, you can see there's some crazy shapes here, and if I just fly up a little bit, it looks pretty awesome from the top. I think it looks kind of cool. I put some diagonals in there because, this first one just kind of made sense, and, obviously you just saw I expanded from this way, and I decided to add some more diagonals, and as you can see, the corridors, or the little sections, got smaller and smaller the further out it went because, I kind of realized that they do have to be pretty small, don't they? So yeah, anyway. I've also sectioned this area of the river off if I want to, get rid of more river, but I'm not 100% sure on that one yet. So yeah, now I guess it's time to map out where we actually want to build this farm. So I'm not going to build a main storage for this area because if you don't know, this is the dye outpost. If you didn't see the previous episode, I basically went over some of the project ideas and all that kind of stuff. For today, we're just going to be building the squid farm, and I want to have a main storage eventually, but for now, I think I'm just going to have a self-contained storage because yeah, there's other stuff I want to do in different orders, and yeah, it just won't really work. So yeah, anyway, so I've been looking into squid spawning mechanics and a bit, how they work and all that kind of stuff. Basically, they have to spawn in a river, and that is why I've only sectioned off these rivers, because there has to be a river biome. It can't be, just bodies of water. So this is technically a forest over here, right? Yeah, birch forest. This is a river up here, which may cause issues, but I'm not 100% sure. And they can also spawn in oceans, so that's not the best, but I think we're going to be pretty far away anyway. So, the river came across here, and we'll be AFKing at around, this area up here. So, yeah, hopefully all the other river biomes will be out of range, and that ocean will definitely be out of range, I think. And plus, if I need to, I can always go ahead and remove more river biome in the future. This is just kind of a starting point, I guess you could say. So yeah. So that's the first requirement. They have to be in a river biome or an ocean biome. The second requirement is they have to be at Y46 to 63. Which I pointed up, Y63 is here, so the maximum they can spawn here is, yeah, right here. So I'm going to have to dig down a big box, which I'd prefer to do it up in the sky, but it's not too big of a deal. That should be fine. And also there can't be any solid blocks above the farm, which does limit our decoration capabilities a little bit, but again, not too big of a deal. So I think the first thing we need to do is come up with some form of a design. Yeah, I think that's what we're going to have to do. And for that, I think I'm going to create a custom super flat world. Yeah. Alright, welcome to a world that is completely filled with the river biome. So this is just a regular super flat world. You can see it just goes down to, bedrock and all that kind of stuff here. It's actually been ages since I've just created a default super flat world like this, but obviously it's not super default. Anyway, so we're actually going to have to build up to Y46 here to start the farm, so that's right there, yeah. So I'm going to start doing a little bit of testing, and I'll come back to you if I have any progress whatsoever. Okay, looks like they don't have to spawn in source blocks, so I don't have any source blocks up the middle here. Yeah, means they can spawn in non-source blocks. This should be one block too high. This is at Y64. Cool, so it doesn't have to be source blocks. That's pretty good to know, actually. Okay, so I've just done this really basic design here with, a bunch of water sources up here, and then the water just drops through these holes, and you can already see there's quite a few squids in here. There's already 4 squid, it looks like, which is quite cool. So that means if we kill those, that will probably be pretty efficient so far, yeah. There's a little bit of difficulty with how we're going to kill them, though, because, well, as you could probably tell, they don't really care about water streams. They don't get pushed at all, so trying to create a water stream for them is going to be really hard. I wonder, do they die on magma blocks? they do. So I might be able to just put magma blocks down the bottom here. Let's test this. Okay, so this is my kind of more refined farm design. So as you can see, the squids spawn in and they fall down the sides and they get killed by the magma blocks. That actually worked really well. What? I'm gonna have to add a little glass like cage here, but that's alright. There we go. So now I've put glass in there. So if I move away a little bit, we should hopefully see, yep, there's some squid in there. And as you can see, they're dying pretty easily. Yeah, look at them all. Wow. This farm's great. I didn't think this would be this good. Wow. So I don't know if it'll be this efficient in the actual world because we will, you know, hopefully not have other rivers around, but we might, and other passive mobs might interfere with it. I'm not 100% sure. Doesn't look like any fish are spawning either, which is nice. Maybe because it's flowing water? That's probably the case, yeah. Yeah, this thing's really, really good. So now what we can do to collect the items is just use minecart hoppers running underneath, right? Yeah, so this should work really, really well, actually. And you can see there's actually already a couple squid over here that are taking up some of the mob caps. So yeah, I think this thing works really, really well. And this thing's really easy to understand and really easy to build as well. You could just create an infinite water source. And I guess I could mold this to the shape of the river as well. So I can make this as big as I want. Yeah, that's gonna be great. So now I guess it's time to start work on finding a proper area for this thing. So where's the biggest area of river at the moment? It seems like it's all about the same area, isn't it? Maybe down here would have the biggest because, yeah, this looks pretty substantial. Although a lot of this is birch forest, as you can see, which is a little bit worrying. The birch forest goes from there all the way up till here. And then it starts becoming river again. Yeah, so this is actually doesn't have the largest surface area at all. Oh yeah, something I do need to mention is this tunnel here. So I decided to build this tunnel because when I was clearing out all the rivers, I had to dry out the sponges, and I did that by placing them in the nether and then breaking them again. However, I started getting shot at by ghast, and I really didn't want to lose my sponges, so I was, you know, trying to take them out. And, well, for one, I accidentally killed myself while doing that. I shot myself. I forgot that was a thing. You could shoot yourself while flying. It's a little bit annoying when you don't want it to happen, but anyway. So yeah, I shot myself, which was really frustrating, and I ended up losing all my items into the lava, which kind of sucked. So I had to regain all that stuff, but it wasn't too big of a deal because, I mean, we're doing the enchantment challenge, so at the end of the day, we don't have a huge amount of items anyway, and everything's just one enchant away. So I didn't quite get the perfect tools once again like I had before, but they're not too bad. Like, this hoe is a lot better than the one we had before, and we have a pretty decent helmet once again. So yeah, some other progress. I got a prismarine box here. Yeah, I thought that was kind of needed, and I think I did something else. Never mind, I don't think I did anything. All right, time to clear out that little spot I left. Boom. Oh, that was it. So I brought back with me a shulker box of dirt. Oh yeah, also by the way, I have different break particles now, or different break animation. If you've been watching me for a while here, you'll probably recognize that. That is the Code Crafted resource pack. I used to use that all the time, but I kind of stopped after a while. And I don't know why. I actually really like it, and I'm gonna keep using it for a bit. We'll see how we go. Anyway, what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn Biome Blend off so I can see where the exact lines of the river are, because I need the exact lines of the river. Wow, this is birch forest out here. So yeah, what I'm going to do is I'm going to mark out where the river biome is by, you know, digging out the parts that is river and then building up the parts that isn't river. Yeah, let's do that. Alright, so I've mapped out a little bit of river here, as you can see, and yeah, the shape is really, really strange. Having, you know, singular blocks sticking out here. Yes, this is birch forest over here. And, you know, single block sticking out there. It's really kind of annoying, but I think it'll be alright. We can work with it, is what I'm going to say. We can definitely work with it. So I think what I want to go ahead and do now is this is Y63 here. So we're going to want the floor to be one block like on level with this here. So I think first things first, we're going to want to get some blocks for this. What do I want to build it out of? I don't really want to do stone brick, to be honest, because I'm just going to have to replace that. And probably glass is the best bet, right? Because I want to build most of this build out of stained glass, because I think, you know, stained glass would look quite cool. So yeah, I think stained glass is probably the go here. So I'm going to gather up a little bit of black stained glass, I think. And let me just cap this off first. Yep, so this is going to be the size of our farm. That should be decently sized, and yeah, I think that'll be good. So yeah, as I said before, I think we should go ahead and gather a little bit of black glass. I think we should have a few ink sacs lying around, hopefully. I'm really hoping. If not, I guess we're hunting some squids, but yeah, I think we should have a few lying around at least. I heard a villager noise. Is there... I forgot about this guy! I forgot about you! Oh man, you've been under here this whole time. He's been around since the beginning. Do not get pushed off. Please do not get pushed off, mate. He has been there since the beginning. Wow, that is really weird to see. Ooh, the glass in this resource pack is a bit ugly. Might have to change that, but I can't be bothered for the time being. Yeah, so it looks like we have 37 ink sacs, which should be able to make, yeah, 36 dye, which is way more than enough than we're probably going to need, I think. And I think we're just going to want to do black. I think that's probably the go here. And luckily we have plenty of glass laying around, so let's just grab it. Well, we may as well grab it all. Let's grab all our glass here, and I guess we could probably craft that into black stained glass. I don't want to craft all of it yet, but I'll craft up maybe at least one stack. Okay, a stack and 8, fine. That works too, that works. I think it's safe to assume we're just going to want to grab this whole shulker here because, you know, we're going to need colors for this build. It's going to be a very colorful build, or project anyway, not just the build. But yeah, you can see we have a bunch of those flowers there. Alright, so now that we have some of the materials, I've kind of realized I need to do some digging. Yeah. Digging is what I'm going to have to do here. So I think I'm going to dig this floor out here all the way down to y equals 46. Yeah, that's the level I'm going to want to do this at. And do I want to bother getting a beacon? How low down is that? Yeah, it's probably worth getting a beacon. I'll be back once again. Alright, so now we have the beacon in place. It's time to do a little bit of digging and hopefully remove all of the land here from this level down to Y46. And I'll probably go even a little bit lower so we can fit in, you know, the rail and all that kind of stuff. Yeah, let's go down to Y42. Yeah, let's do that, just to be safe. Okay, I have to say, first of all, I'm really glad we got that beacon, but second of all, my pickaxe just broke. Yeah, so that pickaxe I got didn't actually have, unbreaking on it. And I was just going away and it went down to like the small bit of durability where it like doesn't show the durability bar. I was like, okay, I could probably get a few more uses out of this, and it just broke. So Unbreaking 3 really does make a massive difference. I didn't really realize. So yeah, I guess it's time to enchant a new pickaxe then. Alright, and here it is. This is the hole. It's a pretty big hole. Yeah, it's pretty big. I think it goes down to Y42 from memory. Yeah, Y42. It was a few days since I've actually dug this out, that I'm actually recording this. But yeah, so we've dug out this area, and I actually dug it out one block wider than needed. So I, you know, dug away the river biome, and then as you can see, if we just go to this edge, you can see this is still plains in here, and that is so we can add a wall around here, because that's something I think we're gonna want to do, right? We want to add a wall around this thing. So what I'm thinking for the wall is I kind of want to use concrete. Yeah, so this whole project is going to use mainly stained glass and concrete, and I think it's about time we actually put the walls in so I can start working on some of, you know, the minecarts and some of the redstone bits as well. So I think, yeah, the walls might be the first step of this, maybe? If we come up here, the floor level is at here. So yeah, I think this is where we want the floor to be. And the magma blocks will be at this level here. And then obviously we want to have the rails going along there. So we got an extra block of room under here if we want to use it. I don't think we will though. So we might have to fill a couple blocks in. That's alright. We could actually even just fill this in. No, we don't need to, because yeah, I'll fill it in with stone brick though. May as well. And then I can put the magma blocks one lower. It shouldn't hurt the farm performance that much. Yeah, I think I might do that. So I'll put the magma blocks one block lower, and then I'll have the minecarts going at this level. And I guess what I could probably do is dig this out to make it a square, just so it makes it a bit easier for, you know, the minecart to pick up all the drops and whatnot. I might have a few minecarts. I don't want one for each, like, strip, but maybe I can do a few, because I don't really want to have the rails curving around and all that kind of stuff. It would be a lot easier if it was just a square. So I think what I'm going to do now is I'm just going to dig this area out into more of a square type shape down in the bottom 2 blocks here, and then we can start working on putting in some of the rails. Yeah, let's do that before we do the walls. Alright, so I've gone ahead and dug out this area down here. I've also added in this little stone brick patchwork here. So this is where the rails are going to be. I decided to not have rails running all the way up here, and basically the way I'm going to do this is I have a bunch of rails in here. I'll just grab a couple stacks just to show you the general shape of how this is going to work. So I'm going to have rails running along like this, and then they're going to curve, and then they're going to curve, and I made this perfect so you know, the way it's designed, it works perfectly with the way the rails curve. So, you know, each strip is 2 blocks wide, so the rails will curve around like that. And this should work pretty well, I think. I think this should work. And there's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4 minecarts going at the same time, which shouldn't be too bad. That should work well, I think. And yeah, so we actually, if you saw in that chest, we don't have a lot of powered rails, do we? Luckily I bought a bunch of gold blocks and my redstone shulker. We're going to need gold, honestly. I do want to work on a gold farm eventually, but there's a lot of things that need to happen before I start working on the gold farm, and this included. So yeah, I'm not going to start working on the gold farm anytime soon, I don't think. Maybe, I don't know, we'll see. We'll see how that goes. Anyway, I'm just going to go ahead and let's craft up a bunch of powered rails here. Can't actually remember how to craft them. The crafting guide's so good, I use it all the time. But yeah, let's mine this, and let's just start placing in some of the rails, I guess. Yeah, let's do that. Alright, and there we go. As you can see, we have a bunch of rails on here, and I'm a little bit worried about some of the spacing with these power rails. I mean, we used like most of my gold making that, which wasn't very good. Not the smartest thing in the world, but oh well. So I probably can use some of these minecarts. So I think, what did I say? 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, there's 4 minecarts that will go on this thing. And I need to create a little bit of a room here. I'm going to need some more stone brick. There we go. So I want to go ahead and make a little minecart unloading station here. So the way I'm going to do that is I need a couple chests. Well, I need a chest and a hopper. Alright, and I may as well do this redstone on camera. So I'll put a chest there, put a hopper here. If you don't know how to make this system, it's actually really quite simple. You need this chest here. This can't be a hopper, otherwise it just doesn't work. I don't know why, but it doesn't. Anyway, we just want to chuck a repeater there, a stone brick up there, a redstone torch, just like that. And then we should... Uh-oh, misplaced that one there. Just need to put that there, and that. And then we should be good. Now we just need a powered rail there, which I actually just put all those away, which wasn't very smart. But yeah, anyway. So just like that, and we should have a working minecart unloading station. So let's craft up all of the minecart hoppers and let's send this off, and there we go. So this guy should go all the way across this area, and let's chuck a few things, whoops, let's chuck a few things in its inventory there. So you shouldn't have any problem with stopping, well, unless the chunks unload, but that's a different story. Hopefully that won't have too much of an impact, hopefully that won't be too big of an issue. I'm really hoping it won't. Anyway, we have 11 diorite in here, so once it goes here, it should stop. Yep, there we go. It's unloading, and then once it finishes unloading, it should go off. And there it goes. Perfect. Awesome. I'm really glad this thing works. I mean, I knew it was going to work, but it's good to know that it does work, you know? Anyway, so now I need to make a few more of these things. Shouldn't be too hard. The only issue I can see having with this is that if we look at my redstone shulker, I don't have enough... Well, I do have enough comparators, but I want to be able to sort them and not, you know, run out. So I think I might have to get a few more comparators. I don't know, we'll see. I also really need to light up that area. Yeah, I think I'm going to do that first. Absolute professional. Look at that. Taking them all out with ease, with my punch 2 bow. Yeah, not the best enchants on that one, but that's alright. Anyway, so yeah, let's just light up these little bits. This cave over here has been causing me a little bit of trouble. There's a little cave through here, which I've been blocking off slowly but surely, and there's always skeletons and creepers in here. I haven't seen zombies, well there's been a spider or two, but mainly just skeletons and creepers, which are the 2 most annoying mobs, I reckon. Skeletons, they get you from afar, and creepers, they just blow everything up. Like, come on, like, look, there's more skeletons. What is the deal? What is the deal? Anyway, let's take these guys out. I think, do I have sharpness on here? I do, yeah, okay. Also, I don't know if I mentioned before, I think I did. I ended up transferring all of my worlds onto my main hard drive because I was running out of storage. So instead of, you know, having them on my SSD here, I transferred them to my main hard drive, and that was alright, but it's not the fastest thing in the world. It's a pretty slow hard drive, so loading the worlds was incredibly slow and I just couldn't do it anymore. So I transferred my worlds back. I didn't transfer all of them, I only transferred a few of them. Got him. Yeah, I only transferred 3 of them, I do believe. So if we head back, I have the LP world, the snapshots world, and the testing world. And that's really all I need for the time being. And if I need other stuff, I still have all my other worlds, so I can transfer those back. But yeah, anyway. Now I think I'm going to create more of these minecart on loading stations real quick. And then I guess we can start work on something else. I'm not going to say, because every time I say that we're going to start work on something, we end up doing something else. So yeah, anyway. Alright, and there we go. So now we have 4 minecarts going. It looks pretty crazy. I ended up not crafting another comparator. I just left the redstone shulker looking like that. It's fine. I'll replace it soonish. So yeah, anyway, we have the 4 minecart unloading stations here. They're not too difficult to make. They're actually quite easy. And I could try and do the redstone for hooking those up right now, but I can't really be bothered yet. So I think what I'm going to do is I want to do some form of just like a grindy task, which there's a lot of those involved with this build. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to get some magma blocks. I don't know whether I already have some back at the sorting system. I'll have to take a look. But I can't stand anywhere without blocking a minecart. But yeah, we're going to need magma blocks to cover this whole top area. So it'll probably take a few stacks. At least I think 3, I'm guessing. I'm going to guess 3 stacks it'll take around about. And so yeah, let's see if we have that back at the sorting system. I have no magma blocks. This is my nether chest. It doesn't look like I have any. Really? None? Okay, there's none in the bulk storage either. I guess I have literally 0 magma blocks. That is really bizarre. I swear I would have at least some. Huh, I literally cannot find any. Alright, that's really odd. Anyway, I'm going to empty off a few things here because my inventory is way too full. Let's chuck some of these shulkers back as well. Alright, well, it looks like we're going to have to gather a few magma blocks. Unfortunately, our pickaxe looks like it's out on the way out once again, which is a little bit annoying. We've been going through a lot of pickaxes. I was a bit worried about this with the challenge, but yeah, we'll see how that goes. Anyway, so I guess I just need to come down here. I can see that I haven't mined any magma blocks before because the first place I look, there's already magma blocks. So yeah, basically, I guess all I have to do is just come down here, dig out a bunch of... Are my sounds off? No, that is quiet. There we go. Now I can hear it. So yeah, now I'm just going to go ahead and let's just dig out about, yeah, you know what, I'm going to get 4 stacks of magma blocks just to be safe. Maybe even 5 stacks just so we can have some spares as well. I don't know, we'll see. Anyway, I might just dig out this vein if it's big enough, and I'll probably have to dig out another one. Yep, definitely digging out another one. Alright, I'm going to dig out a few magma blocks. I'll be back with you then. You know, I came to a bit of a realization as I came through the portal, and that is that I don't think I've ever come through here to have mobs on the other side. I mean, I have right now, obviously. But yeah, it was kind of a shock. I haven't come through here to have a bunch of mobs on the other side before. So yeah, I don't know. Anyway, I have a bunch of magma blocks. You can't see it in my inventory because I took them out. But yeah, I've got 5 stacks of magma blocks here. And let's see if my 3 stack estimate is correct. I didn't want to have to go back and gather more. That's why I got 5 stacks instead of just the 3 I thought I would need. There's so many mobs. It's daytime. What are you guys still doing alive? Wow. Okay. Anyway, so I'm actually, the way I'm going to do this is I'm going to fill this in. Let's see if I can get onto this block. Okay, I'm on. So the way I'm going to fill this in is I'm going to do it with 1 block gap on the side because obviously I'm going to have walls going up there. So I have just realized that that probably means I didn't need a 2 block overhang there, but oh well, that's fine. It's not too big of an issue. It's okay. So yeah, I'm going to place in a bunch of magma blocks going around like this. And yeah, I guess I'll be back with you once I've done that. Okay, that actually didn't take too long. So we got all the magma blocks in place here, and yeah, it didn't take too many. It took more than 3 stacks. It was actually closer to 4 stacks. We're also completely out of food, which isn't great. I might have to get some more of that. But yeah, as you can see, all the magma blocks are in place, which is awesome. It's looking really cool. Now, I think what I want to do next is build up some of the walls, and I guess just build the rest of the farm. It should be pretty easy. Just build up the walls, build up across a glass roof, and then have water coming down from that so that we can, you know, obviously have the squid spawning in the flowing water and they drop out the side. But I think the way I'm going to do this is going to be in the form of a 3rd-person time-lapse. Yeah, we did one at the beginning of the episode as like an intro, clearing out all the rivers, but I think I'm going to do one here to build the rest of the farm up. So yeah, I'm going to get the replay mod going, and let's do a little bit of a time-lapse of building the rest of this farm here. Alright, and just like that, the farm is built. Yeah, I'm super happy with how this thing has turned out, both aesthetically and functionally. It looks a little bit strange, but remember what this area is going to be. It is going to be strange. So I'm thinking in the future with this build, I want to have maybe like glass panes coming out and then, you know, creating some crazy formation going upwards. I think that could be quite cool, but yeah. So unfortunately we can't really see the pattern we did on the walls. That kind of sucks, and it took really a long time to do. But I mean, if you look closely you can see it. It's just a shame you can't see it more. Maybe I'll have like a glass viewing area from down here or something. It could be cool, but yeah, for the time being this is how it's going to be, and yeah, I'm pretty happy with how it's turned out. So let's look at this thing functionally, and I will warn you that it is very, very good. I've had a quick look at it and this thing works really, really well. So yeah, look at that. Over a stack in this chest here. I've not been AFKing here for long. I AFK'd a couple minutes to watch the rest of my YouTube video I was watching. And you can see, yep, about half a stack in there, a bit over a stack in there. These chests are the best though, with, you know, almost 3.5 stacks there, which is incredible. And yeah, over 3 stacks there. So we have so much squid ink already. We can make so many black stained glass. It is actually insane. So yeah, that is the first dye farm basically done. I think what I want to do as a final little thing is I want to connect all of these up into a water stream and just make them go into their own temporary storage, I think. Actually no, there's not really a point of doing that at the moment because I mean it's just going to be a temporary storage anyway, so I may as well just keep it as individual chests like this. And if I need more storage I can always, you know, put a double chest here or put more chests below each one. Yeah, I think at the moment that'll be perfectly fine. So, yeah, I think that's just about it for today's episode, to be honest. So, I've just popped over to the witch farm here, the witch hub, and oh, I don't know how I feel about these redstone lamps. Oh, God. These are part of the Code Crafted resource pack, which I've been using for today's episode, and yeah, I think the only thing I'm going to keep is the break animation, the wool, and maybe a few of the redstone components, like the repeaters and stuff. I am a fan of those. Jeez, I cannot speak. What is going on? Alright, so I've got a bit of a double whammy when it comes to comment of the episode for today. And it's kind of reminded me that, wow, it's been a while. 2 episodes ago, previously that would be about a week ago, but now that is over a month ago. Yeah, so it said on the comment 1 month ago, and I was like, geez, I gotta really estimate at the moment, but that's alright. Oh my god. Oh man. Oh no. Okay, I was wondering about this. So, off camera, I extended this area a little bit because obviously we've run out of spaces in the Twitch donations and subs, which is incredible, by the way. Thank you so much to you guys for supporting me on Twitch. So, I had to expand that another section, and I expanded the comment of the episode another 2 sections, but because of, you know, the launcher switching the things, because the launcher just randomly decides to switch the directory back to, you know, the old directory, and I didn't notice, I did that progress on the wrong world and I accidentally transferred over it. Oh, that's so annoying. So I'm going to have to re-expand on that, but that's alright, that's not too big of a deal. And I'm thinking we probably want to go down a floor as well pretty soon. But anyway, onto the comment of the episode. So for the one for episode 61 here is by Ned Teal, actually. The Wintergarten music is top notch, great VDN. Yeah, thank you. Thank you for that comment. I really do like Wintergarten. I never know how to pronounce it. Do I do the ultra Swedish way of pronouncing it? Like Wintergarten? Or do I just like Wintergarten? Like, I don't know, dude. Anyway, I really do like their music. I'm a pretty big fan. I've got like a project I've got in my head. I don't know if it's going to actually happen, but yeah, we'll see. It'll involve a pretty long song of theirs. But yeah, anyway. Yeah, Ned, it's really been a while. Anyway, on to the next comment. Episode 62 here is from Game Mash. Once again, we've got like 50 million comments from Game Mash. There he is again. This is like his 5th comment, but anyway. The City of Glass, Mirror's Edge. Yeah, so that was obviously referring to the dye outpost because I was talking about how I want to use a lot of stained glass and stuff, which city idea could be interesting, but I don't know. This actually brings me on to another point though, with Mirror's Edge and just other games in general. I've been doing a few other games on the channel recently, and I want to know what you guys think of it, actually. I know a lot of people don't get to this point in the video, which is fine, but I want to know if you are watching to this, what do you think of the other games being on the channel? I am genuinely curious, because I am a little bit worried about doing it, as I always am. I do think I want to finish the Portal Reloaded series. That's something I do want to do at some point, but in terms of other games like Satisfactory, I don't think I'm going to be able to keep that up. It's really hard to keep a series going like that, especially with the recording style it's in. I don't know, it feels kind of unnatural for me to, you know, not edit that much and keep as much in as possible. So I don't know if that's going to keep going, but yeah. I do really like just making Minecraft videos on the channel. I am a big fan of the Minecraft videos. It sounds weird, like I'm a massive fan of my own videos. I mean, I'm proud of these videos, obviously, and I do like making the Minecraft videos. They are very enjoyable to make, and the videos on this series in particular, I love making. Hopefully, iCraft will go into a new season and I can start fresh and start making videos on that as well, and the snapshot videos are alright to make as well. I'm getting a little bit sick of them, but we'll see. I don't know, I do want to do the snapshot videos because you guys really enjoy them, and they're not too difficult to make. Just involves getting up early in the morning, but that's fine. That's not a big deal at all. Yeah, anyway, I think I've been waffling on for long enough in this comment of the episode end section here. I really hope you enjoyed this video. It's kind of me trying to, I guess, go back to my old ways of making these videos a little bit more. I don't know, I was really tempted to not do background music as well, but I decided to do it because, you know, I don't know. Oh yeah, this building. I forgot about that one. I'll show you what that is in the next episode. Anyway, I'm going to have to go ahead and end this one off here. I really hope that you enjoyed. If you did, please consider leaving a like and maybe even subscribing if you enjoyed it that much. But yeah, anyway, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye.